We're going to sports now. I have Samson Oloyede in the house. Thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure being here.
Okay, we'll start with the Vanguard newspaper, the back page.
Okay.
We have a couple. Real worries over injuries complacency. That's 2019 AFCON. Suarez joined Arsenal. And of course, Fenerbahce fans are amazing. Moses.
Yep.
Which of these do you think people should focus on?
Well, the raw story, appeals to Nigerian fans. The AFCON is in June, and that's probably some 4 or 5 months away, and you want your best players to prosecute, the tournament. The last time we won the championship was in 2013, so we really want to go there to, make a statement this time around. And it's going to be difficult because it's a long season. Players will be burnt out. The season ends in May, and then just barely a month after, there's a huge tournament like the African Cup of Nations, to play. So it's understandable if General is a bit worried or concerned as regards players' fitness, injury worries here and there, and maybe a bit of complacency as the story reads as well. It's pretty much understandable.
Okay, there is a caption on today's fixtures, if you'd like to take a look at it, on the back page of the Vanguard. That's Vanguard Sports. Should be on your screen. Yes, that's it right there for you. Go grab a copy for those that are into it to take a look. All right, we'll move on to the next paper here. That's Complete Sports. A lot of headlines all over the place. City stumbled in title race. And then AC Milan opened negotiations for Osimhen.
Yep.
Okay. Moses is also here. He seems to be the man of the moment. Is that the case?
Well, he just made the move. As I said, he struggled for playing time, at Chelsea, especially under Maurizio Sarri. And having made the move to Fenerbahce, it seems he's enjoying life there. It's early days, but it's good that he's enjoying his football once again. And just hopefully, there are rumors, speculations that arrive that he may just make a return to the Super Eagles, having announced his retirement last year. So it's good for the Nigerian dream if Moses is playing. If the more he plays, the more he gets into form, and we may just see him at the African Cup of Nations in June.
Okay, you're the one that will know which people would really want to hear about right now. So which of these headlines? Well,
a couple. The AC Milan opening talks with Victor Osimhen. That's one that seems good on the surface, but it's a bit worrisome as well. Milan just signed Piatek, who got a brace last night for them against Napoli. There are a couple of striking options. They've got Patrick Cutrone is in there as well. Victor Osimhen, if he moves to AC Milan, he will probably struggle for playing time. And that's not good for a player. The Super Eagles are looking forward to be the next, Victor Gali, so to speak, of Victor Gawa, for the Super Eagles. But away from that to other headlines you mentioned, City stumbling in the title race. It was a shock yesterday against Newcastle United at St. James's Park, and then it blows the title race. Not necessarily wide open, but it gives Liverpool, the belief that they can really win it this time around after 29 years. Liverpool will be facing Leicester City later tonight, and should they win, they open up a 7-point gap at the top. So it's difficult days for City at this point in time. They're playing Arsenal at the weekend. It's not going to be, an easy game for them as well. You also had Pogba and Lindelof, rescuing a point for United in there. And it's good to see the grit, that United were once known for under Ferguson. It's good to see it come back again because during the Mourinho era, it was a bit disjointed in terms of the team's performance and spirit. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has, brought a bit of stability to its team. Yeah, the winning streak has ended at 8, but it's good to see them come from 2 goals down to actually snatch a draw.
All right, let's go to the back page. That's more of campaigns. I just noticed this one here quickly. Liverpool told to pay 60 million pounds for
Timo Werner. Yeah, I don't think that move will materialize. I really think Liverpool have more than enough options, in the middle of the pack and going forward. The worries will be defensively, where they are going through injury crisis at this point in time. You have Joe Gomez out. You have Trent Alexander-Arnold out. There's Joel Matip, who just returned from a broken collarbone and is yet to really get his foot in. We also hear that Virgil van Dijk may miss tonight's match against Leicester City due to illness. So a bit of defensive crisis. If Liverpool are really going to delve into the market at this point, it has to be for a defender. But they really look good considering the run of fixtures they have coming forth for them, and the fact that they can open a 7-point gap lead tonight.
This quick one before we wrap things up. Young wants longer United deal.
Yeah, it's been at the club for almost 10 years now, so he definitely wants to stay and is getting playing time, is been the preferred number 2, right back, since Valencia has been picking up injuries incessantly and, out of form as well. But United have been cautious in their approach to give a player who is, over 33 a longer contract. So they really want it to be a rolling contract, which is going to be on a year-to-year basis. So it's going to be based on performance. If he plays the full season, he goes unscattered in terms of injuries and is able to put in the performance, they renew by a year. It's going to be a rolling contract.
Well, is it fair on him to, especially if he's given so much time to the club? I
think it's fair. You really don't want to give a player in the middle or late 30s, a 2-3 year contract.
Well, he still has playing years, very fresh playing years.
Yes, but I mean, it's sport. There's the tear and wear on the body. There's the place of, age catching up in terms of pace. In terms of loss of form, concentration, it's difficult. The more you age in sports, it's difficult for you to maintain your concentration and, have that fitness for all 90 minutes or whatever duration of sport, you're in. So I really reckon with the rolling contract on a yearly basis. I think that's good. And the same thing applies to Vincent Kompany at Manchester City. Guardiola just said that there's probably no new contract for him.
I know if we let you go on and on, there's always something to talk about, but I just have to say thank you very much,
Yeah, Samson. It's a pleasure being here.
Tomorrow, we'll be back again, sure. And thank you for watching. My name is Felicity Ezewike. You take care now.